Yeah.
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 So that's
different.
the devil's advocate of
Everybody's different.
everybody's born pure.
Everybody's different. I mean, I think everybody's
I know what you mean.
you're just born
Yeah.
okay.
You're born a good guy.
Born a good guy. You're just
Or
an
a
innocent
woman.
little baby. You're just an innocent little baby.
Good guy,
I just
good
wanna play
woman.
with so, well, maybe I don't know. Some people were, maybe not all, maybe 98%. Because I know some people are just born. You're just born you're just born fucked up. You're just born like as a kid. You're
What
fucking.
do you mean? What do you mean?
You're killing animals. You're killing.
You just like nah.
You could
like
have the
a
most
bad
nice
kid.
family ever too.
You
You ever hear this kind of things?
Yeah, it sounds like familiar. I don't know anybody like that.
Like
but
you just have a regular family and the kid's just born.
I think consistency with that kind of stuff is spoiling.
That's true.
If you're spoiled, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just to feel something. Like, what's fun? Oh, I'm gonna go outside and like kill a bird or something like
bird.
that. Yeah, I know somebody like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, they're not just killing birds.
Yeah.
They're not just killing birds.
Yeah.
Killing real folk.
Real folk.
Real folk.
Real folk.
That's a dude.
How do you
remember
say
that don't fuck with cats thing?
Yeah, we watched that whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it stemmed from killing animals.
Killing animals.
That's serial killer, psychopath person.
And then
strongly recommend you go see that.
And then his mom was like, "Oh, he's just a good kid. He's such a
Yeah.
Still defending him.
Oh,
Are we serious?
We're talking about a documentary called "Don't Fuck with Cats."
on Netflix. I think still. I mean, it was a long time ago. That was
If
like
Netflix
2020.
made it, it's on Netflix.
Yeah, it's still on there.
It's a documentary about a serial killer that he started off on the internet just killing cats.
Posting
And
it.
yeah, there's some disturbing. I wish they made more documentaries about the internet serial killer. There's so many of those.
There
There was like this famous pedophile. His name was Mr. Swirl or something. Dude. Oh my God.
I heard
Like, probably the most.
I think I've heard of this.
This is the most terrifying story I've ever found. No, second most terrifying story.
I heard a
found
really
on the
bad
internet.
one.
Let me get to Mr. Swirl.
Mr. Swirl.
So this guy would like go around and with kids,
Yeah.
which is just grim.
It's so bad.
It's just grim.
It's
And
almost
he
to the
would,
point
like-
you can't even read the shit.
So what he would do is he would swirl his face in an editing software, print it out, and he would like mail it to people, like the families or the police or something. And he didn't get caught for like 3 years. And this dude got caught. I gotta look his name up so I can call his bitch ass out.
Bitch ass out.
Like it's so horrible.
Do you ever read something like that and you just get angry? You just start getting angry.
I don't get angry. I just get so disgusted.
You almost start to feel like
Like, where
anxious.
did-
You're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, it is.
You
It
just feel
doesn't happen that much anymore. I feel like I'm
I don't
like
know.
numb to stuff.
Depends.
Mr. Swirl, full name.
Mr. Swirl.
Christopher Paul Neal. No, wait. This is about uncovering, tracking down, and the arrest of... this guy looks so terrifying. Like, the fact that this guy swirled his face after... Like, this is, by the way... Here is... when you mail that to police, at the time, I believe, they couldn't unswirl his editing. He just looks so creepy. So he would swirl his face while in the middle of the act. And
oh, God.
yeah. And he would just send it to the families and police and
Yeah, that's some sick shit, man.
like, what is wrong
That's
with
some sick
like
shit.
that's beyond. That's actually way beyond.
That's what dude, that shit is sick. You just muted your mic. Hey, you're
Okay.
back.
That is the definition of.
Sick.
It's beyond sick.
I don't even know how to
I
explain
can't.
that.
I can't put it into words.
I
But
don't
let me
either.
show you a picture of this guy.
I can only imagine.
So this is
Probably fat.
This right here is the swirl image. You see,
Chest hair?
it's so disturbing.
Yeah.
And this is what the guy looks like. Doesn't that give you the shivers? That's a picture of him in the middle of it. Like, it doesn't have any... It's just his face.
It's nasty, man.
It's just his face. It, like, cuts off, like, below his shoulders.
Good.
But he just looks so scary. And the craziest part about the story, when he got caught, he got, like, 3 years and got let the fuck out.
3 years? How the fuck you get 3 years?
I think it was 3 years or something like that. It was some stupid short amount of time. They let him out.
What, did he sign a plea deal? What did he do?
And I don't have no idea what he did. There's a YouTube. I'm sure you can watch a YouTube video about it. Mr. Swirl. It's just so creepy. It's like beyond creepy. I think that's the most disturbing thing I've ever.
Yeah, I read something like that too.
It's
Like
just
this guy would get like these Brazilian women and like he would make the women go to like a kid and like say I got candy, because a woman, right, is less scary than like a beautiful woman is less scary than a fucking grown man that looks something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So he would get the woman to go out and say, hey, I got something back here or something like that. They would follow him, and then he would, you can guess the rest. He would, record it. He would record it and sell it, by the way. Record it and sell it. He would record just them. Just the nastiest shit ever. Literally the worst shit I've ever read to this day.
It's just appalling.
It's so bad.
Like,
and people would buy it, One dude bought one of the films.
Wait, what country was this in?
I don't even know.
Was it?
I don't think it was in America.
But Mr. Swirl would travel the world, by the way. He would travel the world.
It's fucking terrible. And then
one
dude bought one of the things for like $100,000. One of the films.
Dude,
I'm probably wrong, but it was a high amount.
A big amount of money.
It was a big amount of money.
Yeah.
What?
I think.
What's going on?
I don't really like. I choose my words wisely when it comes to serious topics like this.
Yeah, but sometimes it's just.
But
what
like,
it is.
I'm so disgusted. It's like, give him the chair. Like that's how I feel.
Yeah,
about
give him the chair.
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. Like that is
Bring
a
the chair
person
back.
that they just have no place on the planet.
They gotta have the chair specifically for.
No, they should rot in prison for that.
Those
rot
kind of
in
people.
prison. I want them to fucking like live a long time too. Like for that. That's like.
It's just the
I can't even explain how disturbed that makes me. Like I feel so icky.
It's bad.
So icky. This is gonna get like demonic, like whatever.
I mean, it's just real shit, man.
It is real shit, but like YouTube doesn't like.
All right, well,
YouTube.
I'm sorry.
Spotify. Maybe they're cool. I don't know much about Spotify.
Really cool. You got Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan, not anymore. It's off it.
Really?
It's on all platforms now.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's been a thing.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I thought he signed this big mega deal.
He did.
Did you say fuck that shit?
He's let it go, I think.
Let it. Sorry. Sorry.
But yeah, some stuff like that is just like.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I don't know how that. I don't know how that even happens. Like I don't even know how that shit happens. How does that even happen? How do you get like that? I guess
abuse.
A lot of people don't get laid either, right?
But I just think he was broken. That's all.
That's true.
I think that guy in particular, like the face that he like. I don't even want to. I don't want to put it like. I might put him on the screen, but
nightmare fuel.
It's creepy, man. It is creepy.
Nightmare fuel.
Yeah, it's scarier than any concept I can think of.
Did you see The Watcher? You ever heard that story?
Mm-mm.
They made a Netflix series about it that's loosely based on it. It was a town in New Jersey too.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Ted Bundy.
They would just have
in New
letters
Jersey
sent. Letters sent to the house. They just bought this new big house. This family,
like Harry Potter.
Yeah, man, like Harry Potter.
Oh.
This new big house they bought, and then like it's in a weird neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
The people are kind of like, I don't know about these people. So they get these letters sent to them every day, and they said some nasty things, man. Talking about the kids, what they're gonna do.
There's so much bad shit.
What they're gonna do to the kids. Never could be found though. They never found these guys or this person. There were so many theories about it.
There was this. I got into a whole rabbit hole like this one week of like disturbed individuals on the internet. There's like this unfound footage of the show. I forget what it was called. It had like a dummy as the guide, and like the guy who operated the puppet. Like behind, you have to watch these videos. I mean, you don't have to watch anything, but
I gotta watch these.
I just explained it poorly. That's all.
Yeah.
He had something to do with the kids in the background, like the kid and this guy would like on the show, and it was found footage. Like you can like see him in the background or something like that, like talking to like it's just fucking like gosh,
like that deep web shit. I can only imagine what's on the.
No, I don't want to imagine. If I'm
imagine.
messed up by the stuff that's on the regular internet, like I don't want to know.
It's almost to the point where it's like
no, it's too much for my head. I don't want to even fathom.
I've heard the stories, right? You hear all the stories and
I
shit.
don't want to, like, I feel like that's how you get like that. Digging like that. Digging
Dude,
and digging and digging.
There's
No.
some deep that's what it's called, the deep web, man.
Yeah, I feel like that's how you get CP.
Dude.
If you're on the
No,
dark
it's
web.
on there.
That's crazy.
No, it's on there. Yeah. Yeah,
Have you been on
that's
it?
where it gets sold. That's where it gets sold.
That's disgusting.
That's the only way you can sell it.
I
right.
gotta stop this.
You gotta look. Dude, you're really good with like the editing stuff and like that. You're like better technically than I am.
I've done it for longer.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There's guys out there that are just like
Masters. Yeah.
literal masters. Like
Yeah.
some of the craziest shit
Yeah.
they know how to do on a computer.
Yeah.
And that's like the dudes on like the deep. They've mastered that shit, and it's just like,
So they're like invisible.
yeah, invisible. You can't. I don't even know. The hackers
I can imagine.
that can find your IP and all that stuff on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
I-
Wasn't there like a group of
Can hack into
individuals?
your camera. Those stories are crazy. When they
Like, there's
hack
so
into
much
your-
shit
and
that
then they
happens.
blackmail you, and then now they're holding you pretty much.
It's like a Black Mirror
Hostage.
episode.
Yeah, that's real shit though.
Shut-
That actually happens.
Like I think we watched it together.
Lives are
along-
ruined from that too.
Like that Black Mirror episode. I think it was called "Shut Up and Dance."
Yeah,
It was the one with the kid, and he looked up like CP one time,
oh yeah.
and then the like hacker on the computer or whatever. Like, this is all a fake story, by the way. This is a show with like short like
Yeah,
horror
little
story.
yeah,
If you
little
ever heard of
short
it, Black Mirror. He like kept getting blackmailed, and eventually he like made him rob a bank.
Yep.
That was a pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
Lives are literally like, that's why I don't think I'll ever do that. I know it would be like funny one day if we all went on there and oh shit.
The dark web.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be funny at all.
And then you get on there, you're like, I don't want to be here anymore.
I don't. Yeah.
And that's just like
I know what you mean.
There's
though.
like
It's
a dark
haha.
web. It's like the sea. It's like the literal ocean. There's the bottom of the
yeah.
ocean, and then there's the bottom. It just keeps going.
Like I've been
Yeah.
in the ocean, and I've seen the fish.
Yeah.
I've been underwater, but I don't
And
want
then
to
there's
see.
some deeper fish.
And then you just get crushed with pressure, and then you just
There's some deep. I don't even want to know. I don't even want
No,
to know.
I don't. I'm
know.
happy not knowing.
I don't even want to know.
If that's what I can find like on YouTube, like a little
On the
like
right,
short
yeah.
documentary, then yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, then
there-
I wonder how many people like locally are like, what do you think people? I don't know. That's
So-
sometimes I think like, what do you? There's so many people around here who's like, somebody could be doing some crazy shit on there. I don't know.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
many fucked up people do you think you've walked by in a day? Like some
like
real
like that,
fucked
like
up
real
people.
fucked up people.
Yeah. You ever think about that?
Well,
what has
I
this
work-
guy seen? What has this
I,
guy
wor-
done?
I work near Atlantic City, so probably a lot. Probably a lot of people.
like some real fucked up people.
I'm just feeling so blessed and thankful that I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
I don't
That takes a
wanna
lot
be-
though, man.
Like
Do they ever think about what they're doing? Do you ever just think about it and you're just sitting there
they probably, some of them do probably.
and you're just like,
You're only human.
right. But they're just like, this is what I am now?
Like imagine that post nut clarity. Could you imagine?
Suicide.
Yeah.
Literally,
no,
no.
literally, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was another like YouTube documentary that I watched. This was the other thing that I was talking about. I said like second disturb. I think that is the most disturbing thing I've ever
that's
found on
crazy. That's
YouTube.
nasty.
But there was this YouTube channel I found and it put me into a whole rabbit hole of this kind of videos. Kind of fucked me up actually. So I don't want to know what's on the dark web.
Dude.
But
The red rooms.
there was this has nothing to do with all that.
Yeah.
But it's still very disturbing. There's something about the Middle Eastern war
Oh,
that
yeah.
is so creepy to me. Like the like
Yeah.
on the old staticky
Yep.
TVs, and then they have kids saying, "Oh, we should be marauders and we should."
Yep.
Yeah. So I found it was like a 2-hour documentary on YouTube
Jesus.
about this this show that like promoted terrorism against like this is old too. So it's like that has that old like
Yeah.
it's kind of reminds me of
old
like
grainy feel.
yeah, like Sesame Street,
Yeah.
like early Sesame Street type of feel. And it feels like it's just bad. It just doesn't feel good to watch.
No.
So they had this guy dress up. This guy was we later they found out was like a terrorist.
Mm-hmm.
He dressed up. He owned the show.
Mm-hmm.
I forget specifics and who was at war with who. I don't want to get. I think it had something to do with Palestine back then. I don't know the history.
Yeah.
I don't know shit. But they dressed this dude up. He was like a mascot in a Mickey Mouse costume, by the way. Just blatantly stealing. His name was not Mickey Mouse. It was some name. But they basically slowly. It was a kid show. It was on TV.
Oh,
They
great.
put it on TV. Not in America, it was only in this country. And they dressed them up and they basically were trying to brainwash kids into blowing themselves up and like for the country. And eventually the other side of the war blew their fucking studio up. Like they got bombed. And so they relocated the show to a bunker and kept doing it. And Disney, there was a whole thing with Disney because they kept using the characters. They sued the fucking shit. How do you sue a terrorist, though? How did Disney would pull it off, actually?
Disney would pull it off, I guess.
Yeah. But it I don't know,
That's
man.
like some North Korea shit too, man.
North Korea, I mean...
You can only eat so much. You can only eat so much.
North Korea freaks me out on a different level. It's not like eerie like those
You can only eat
old-
so much. People start eating themselves and shit. Like it's
Yeah, I know.
just
That's happening right now.
Yeah,
And it's not talked about ever.
ever.
That's
'Cause nobody wants to. Nobody wants to fuck with them, man.
That's a one.
I don't want to fuck with them, man.